Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. You guys, today we're going to be building a nice beach house. I actually had this posted up on my Instagram like a week or two ago, and I didn't realize that I never recorded this. I remember doing it and then I don't know why I stopped it or something came up, but I didn't finish it. And I was like I was so upset. So I had to go back last night when you're seeing this, because it's Saturday. Happy Saturday, everyone. Also, happy almost Easter. I'm so excited. But I literally, I don't know what happened, and I just never had the recording for it. So we're back again, and we're we built it. We built everything. So hopefully it's all good. But I absolutely love this build, even though it's not like a huge build. I like it. I think it's adorable. But you guys, there has been so much happening. There's so much going on. And if you guys have seen the last video, you guys do know that I just moved in with Alex in his like family house. So like we haven't like moved out together, but like we're kind of living together, and it's been really good. So there's just been a lot. I started a new job. Like I've just been going through it. And last weekend I went into Toronto with my sister, and it was really fun, and I want to tell you guys all about it. But how are you guys doing? How's your day been? What are you guys doing for Easter? Do you guys have any I guess plans, or if you guys went anywhere? Did you guys go to the cottage this weekend? Where I am, it's a little chilly, but it's beautiful outside. So you know, I'm just sitting here working, but I want to live vicariously through you guys. So if you guys have been anywhere, or you guys are going somewhere or doing something for Easter, let your girl know, because I would love to know. But you guys, I guess I'll kind of go into the story of like what happened last weekend, because it was really fun. So for Christmas, my sister actually got me like this haunted walk for Christmas as a present. And if any of you guys who like personally know me, I love like ghosts. I love anything spooky. I used to hate like horror stuff. I used to think like Jumanji was like a horror movie, but I absolutely love this, and I was so excited. And so basically we just go around like the streets, and they take us to like different parts, and they just tell stories about like all those like spooky things, I guess, that happened in the area. And then after that, my sister and I, or sorry, before that, we went to this really cool restaurant, and I thought it was so cool. So actually, I'll just start with you guys, like with my day, right? So I live like 2 hours away from my mom's currently, or like an hour and 45, like where I am. So I went with Brittany, who's my sister, and I went back to my mom's, and then her and we took the train out to Toronto, and we went to Starbucks first. And when I went to Starbucks, you guys, I saw this new drink, and it was like a pink drink with matcha vanilla cold foam, and it is so good. You guys, this is my new favorite drink. I posted it up on my story on my Instagram, like my Sims Instagram account, and I was like, you guys have to try this. And I had like a picture, and I showed everything. I don't know if it's still up on my story, but it's so good. If you guys like Starbucks and you like the pink drink, I usually get it without the strawberries and less ice, but please try it. It is so good. It's my new favorite drink. I love it. But I don't think it was a good day to buy it, because I was absolutely freezing. It was so cold. Out in Toronto, it was so cold. I hated it. I had no scarf, and I'm sitting here like as you're like in the train, obviously it's nice and warm, and then when you go out into the city, the wind is just insane, and I'm like sitting here with like my scarf. I don't have a scarf, sorry, I didn't have a scarf. I had this like my jacket on, but it's like one of those like pretty but not functional jackets. If any of you guys know what I mean, like it's just there for aesthetics, it's there for looks, right? And I'm like sitting here and I'm walking, and I'm like freezing my absolute booty cheeks off, and I cannot like cover my neck. So I had like my hat, and I had gloves, and I was like putting it up to my neck so I would like stay warm. My sister, she was smart. She had like gloves, she had a hat, she had scarf, and then she had like a bunch of layers on for like all of her like jackets and sweaters and whatnot, and she was fine. I looked absolutely terrified because I was like behind her, like in a ball walking. But I had so much fun. We went to like the Eaton Center, and it was really good there. That's where I got the Starbucks drink. But I get lost in there. I told my sister and myself, and also Alex, like my boyfriend, I was like, anytime that we get like a lot of money and we have a day to just like go spend, we're gonna go to the Eaton Center and just go wild. And I think it would be so fun because a long time ago when my sister and I were really young, I don't know what happened. We just went to town because everything was so much cheaper back then, you know, and we had like bags and it was so fun. And I want to do that again, but everything's so expensive, so I can't. But anyway, so we went around to the stores, and then after we went to the first we went to the restaurant. Now this restaurant is so cool. I forget what the name of it is, but it has like each room is different. It has like a different theme. So my sister and I went into one that had like an underwater theme. They were playing like Moana on the TV, and there was like portholes in the house in this room, and it had like screens, so it looked like things were like kind of swimming around. There was music playing, and all of the food is from like a TV show, a movie, or a game or something. So it was so cool, you guys. It was awesome. If I do remember the name, I'm gonna put it in the description because I can't remember. If I don't have my head attached, I'd forget it. I have such a horrible memory. But I had such a fun time. The food was really good. But the only thing that I have to say is that I got like this like pasta thing, right? And I'm saying this because it is a part of the story. It was very greasy. Like when you took like the noodle out, the whole bottom, oh no, she was swimming in oil, and I was like you know, like and, you know, I finished it and it was really good. We had dessert, phenomenal. The drink was incredible. So I'm literally like finished it, and we go out because we just have to like walk. I think it was like 20 minutes or so to the spot where we meet this lady in like a cloak, and she has like the light. And we're walking, and we meet her up with her, and we went inside because we had to like wait for a little bit, and then we came back out. And so when we started the walk, we went to like 2 places, right? Or no, 3 places. And as soon as we got to the 3rd place, I'm telling y'all because I know we close, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you what happened, okay, girl? I was walking, right? As soon as we got to this one spot, my stomach like flipped upside down, and I felt like awful. I felt so sick, and I'm sitting there, and my body was like, you got 10 seconds, like the clock starts now, like you gotta go. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I just felt so sick. And my sister looked over at me, and I had literal sweat, guys. It was like -3 out, and I had sweat rolling down my face. I'm like sitting here and listening to this woman talk about like the spooky stories and all this stuff, and it is the longest, I swear to God, it was like the never-ending story. It stayed, and she kept talking forever, and I'm sitting here in my head, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, please finish. I'm like, I need to go. So she, like, my sister looked at me, and she's like, dude, she's like, are you okay? I'm like, and I told her, I was like, very quietly, I was like, I'm gonna throw up. I'm like, I can't stay. And she goes, just go. And I didn't know where I was. Like, I didn't know where we were in Toronto. Like, I don't go over there that much, so I had no idea. And luckily there was like a pharmacy, I guess, beside me. And she's like, just go in there and see if they have bathrooms. So I run in, and of course, like, there's like this young guy at the back, you know, like 10 o'clock at night, just probably wanting to go home after a long day. And I have like come up to him, and I'm like, oh hey, do you have like any bathrooms at all? And he was like, no, but the Tim Hortons beside us might. And I was like, okay, oh thanks. So I'm like running, sweating my butt off, just running over, and my sister like goes up to the lady, and she's like, yeah, she's not feeling good. And she's like, oh, Oh, that's not good. Do you want to text her to let her know where like we're going and then she can just kind of meet us there? And my sister's like, no, like I'll my sister's 30, I'm 23. Like I also like never go into the city. I would be lost. I'd get lost. So she's like, no, I'm gonna sit here and wait with her. Wait for her to come out and then we'll just try and meet up with you guys. And so I did what I had to do, and then I came out. And my sister and I just like chased after them, and we finally met up with them. It was really good, thank God. And then we went the whole night walking around. It was good. There's a lot of spooky stories. There's a lot of creepy things. My sister got catcalled. It was funny. But you know what? I was like, okay, it's such a spooky day, right? We walked past this psychic reading person. I know you're like, oh, Jamie, no, don't do that. You're gonna waste your money. And so I like looked up and I was like, do you want to do it? And she's like, seriously? And I go, come on, we have such like this haunted day, this haunted walk, we did all these spooky things, let's just end the night on a bang, right? So she was like, okay, even if this lady is not legit, you know, let's just go. Needless to say, it was a waste of $75, but you know what? It was a fun experience, and that's all it was. I had so much fun, you know, and I really enjoyed it. So that was my last weekend, and this week at work I'm gonna be completely alone because my boss is on vacation, and I am going to be like basically kind of by myself. I'm gonna call him like every day because I just started this new job, so I'm terrified, but wish me please wish me no fire in my in my world next week. But yeah, I hope that you guys have a fantastic Easter, and I hope you have a good weekend, and thank you all so freaking much for 15,000 of you. Thank you. I am praying tomorrow I can get out a brand new Recreate Sims series. I'm so excited for you guys to see this one, and I cannot wait. Also, make sure to join the Pancake family. Everything will be in the description down below. Please consider like, commenting, and subscribing, and I will see you all later. Okay, bye guys.